What is going on, everyone? Shout out to my boy Chase and his beautiful family. The Houston Texans have just released their unofficial depth chart for this Thursday's matchup against Chicago Bears. I am so excited. Houston Texans football is back, ladies and gentlemen. I will be live streaming the game on Thursday. An hour before kickoff is when we will start. It will be me and the boys, and we'll be giving you a play-by-play. We cannot wait for this, guys. It feels so good to be watching some Houston Texans football. But we're going to run through who this team has penciled in as their starters on offense and their starters on defense. What is going on, everyone? My name is Ruben Calavillo, and this is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. So do me all a favor. Make sure you guys are tapped in. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest news, rumors, and updates. And once again, guys, do me another favor. Have a real blessed rest of your day. Now, I absolutely love the Texans' unofficial depth chart, right? This is the first one of this season. It just reminds me that we are closer and closer to week one at Indianapolis. Now, let's go ahead and start with the Houston Texans offense according to the unofficial depth chart. There shouldn't be no surprise here. I think the offense has been set for a while now. Starting at quarterback, no surprise, it's CJ Stroud looking to capitalize off of an offensive rookie of the year campaign, led the league in yards per game. CJ Stroud was just fantastic last year, man, and I hope he continues to build his legacy as a Houston Texan. Running back, no surprise, the guy you just traded for, the guy you gave a 3-year to, Joe Mixon. Haven't seen him the last couple of days of practice. However, what we did hear from Cody Stutes was it was a quad injury. But like D'Amico said, I'm not worried about it one bit. Your fullback, Pro Bowler Andrew Beck. Your wide receivers. Now, if I was on the opposing team and I see this depth chart and I look at WR, I'm going to see Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs, and Nico Collins. That should scare any defensive coordinator looking at this unofficial depth chart. This is legit 3 number ones, guys. Your offensive line. Do we finally get to see these starters play one game together? Laramie Tunsil at left tackle, Kenyon Green at left guard, Juice Scruggs at center, Shaq Mason at right guard, and Titus Howard to finish off this Houston Texan offense at right tackle. I am expecting big things from this team. I cannot wait to see this offense get to work, man. I think they're going to be one of the best in the league if everyone stays healthy. Defense. Your starting edges, Will Anderson Jr., Daniil Hunter, the best in the game, in my opinion. This edge rushing duo, they're both going to have 10 sacks each. Your 2 starting defensive tackles now, we have to talk about Danico Autry, who we just signed in the offseason, give him a 2-year deal. Last played for the Tennessee Titans, suspended 6 games for performance enhancement drugs. Kind of a big loss for the Houston Texans, right? You wanted him to be there with Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. early as they just start rolling. And once you play Miami and Kansas City and Baltimore, your all systems go. But your starting defensive tackles currently are Mario Edwards. And I'm going to butcher this name, so please forgive me. Actually, let me just bring it up right now, and I'll do the absolute best I can. I'm gonna do my best. Okay, here we go. Folorenzo Fatukasi. That is who the Houston Texans have penciled in as their starting defensive tackle next to Mario Edwards. Your linebackers, Aziz Al-Shaair, Christian Harris. We haven't seen Christian Harris, so it might be Jake Hansen, number 35. Henry Tuo. If it's not him, it's Delshon Phillips, young guy. This linebacking core, if healthy, man, has an opportunity to be very good. Aziz Al-Shaair, man, he looks like one of the leaders on this Houston Texans defense. He is all over the field. He's blowing up the run. Jake Hansen, who has been there in Christian Harris's absence, has looked good. I think he's had, a couple of pass breakups on the second team. I think he picked off Davis Mills, if I'm not mistaken. Your two starting cornerbacks, Derek Stingley and Kamari Lassiter, number 14. It seems like he has already won the matchup versus Jeff Okuda. We haven't seen CJ Henderson's been dealing with an injury. But right now, the Houston Texans have Kamari Lassiter, who they dropped with the 42nd overall pick, as their starting number 2 cornerback. Starting in the nickel, Desmond King. It is not Jalen Petrie. They have him started next to Jimmy Ward. The past couple of practices, we have been seeing Jimmy Ward work in the nickel and seeing third-round rookie Kalen Bullock play opposite of Jimmy Ward. Now, I wonder if they're just trying to get them comfortable and, not having a lot of faith in them just yet. I think that's what Seth Payne kind of mentioned earlier today on Twitter/X. I want to see Jalen Petrie be in the nickel. I mean, this is the perfect time to do it in the preseason, right? Now, maybe they don't do it this game on Thursday. I doubt the starters on offense or defense play, any significant time or at all for that matter. But I would like to see Jalen Petrie in the nickel this preseason, guys. With that being said, this is the Houston Texans unofficial depth chart. First one of the season. I am excited, guys. Hopefully, y'all could join me Thursday. We'll have a great time. Do me